The good old 1990s, the times when we had good TV shows like Dragon Ball Z, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, and Power Rangers. Too bad the newer generation kids will miss out on the magic which made growing up in the 90s so special. Power Rangers, a show about teenage friends sticking together and fighting bad guys using martial arts and kicking ass. Well, at least we got Cobra Kai. That show's awesome too. Yeah, Power Rangers was a huge deal when I was growing up. Hanging out with my cousins and friends and pretending we were Power Rangers, beating each other up until things got serious, and one of us really started beating each other up until one of our parents showed up and smacked us and then grounded us and wouldn't even let us play outside for a couple of days. I was a huge Power Rangers fan and I was crazy about it growing up. Dude, even my auntie bought me Power Rangers pajamas for my birthday, which I wore for a very long time until I couldn't fit in it anymore, and even then I still wore it. My dad had to secretly throw it out. Fast forward today, and I haven't watched Power Rangers since I was a little kid, and I've missed out on the newer series. Not to confuse it with the Japan OG Super Sentai version, which the Western version is based off of. I was always a fan of just the original, and was upset and sad that besides the Super Nintendo game, there were no good solid games based off the original, and most of the modern Power Rangers games kinda suck, so I gave up hope. Well, that is until I started surfing around on YouTube and ran into a video game trailer for Power Rangers Battle for the Grid Super Deluxe Edition, and I couldn't help myself. I had to see what this Marvel vs Capcom inspired fighting game is all about, so that's why today I'm gonna be reviewing Power Rangers Battle for the Grid. It's morphin time, baby. Go, Roguespirit reviews. Yeah, ha, waha. Oh yeah, and before I get carried away, I'm going to be playing the Super Deluxe Edition on my PS5. The story starts in an alternate timeline where Tommy Oliver, who is the Green Ranger, is fully trained by Rita Repulsa. However, she gets betrayed by Tommy when he no longer has any use of keeping her alive and kills her. After betraying Rita, he becomes Lord Dracon and infiltrates the Power Rangers main command center in the main timeline and kills the original Green Ranger and acquires the Chaos Crystal, which to my understanding, when it is powered up by the Green Chaos Energy, it allows one to tap into the morphin grid, which allows time travel to alternate dimensions and realities. So once Lord Dracon acquires this power, he then sets his plans in motion by locating all of the Power Rangers across each dimension and plans to steal all of their morphers. The story really captured my attention, and I was really surprised by the depth that this story is trying to tell. In my opinion, this game has a very strong and an amazing story mode compared to other fighting games I have played recently, which is told through beautiful animated cutscenes, which I did enjoy. However, the text box dialogue and cookie cut images of the characters is mediocre at best, and I wish they stuck with the animated cutscenes throughout the whole story mode. But I do appreciate what's here. Arcade mode surprised me as well, as it tells individual stories as well, but it pretty much works as any other arcade mode in other fighting games. One letdown I have with arcade mode, however, is that at the end there is no animated cutscenes, which wraps up the story for the character that you have chosen. You just get cookie cutout images and text, which is very disappointing. I would have liked to see animated cutscenes, then be taken to the credits screen. I also wish that you unlock bonus colors for these characters, or skins at least, and that there was a shop which sold these items. Versus mode is what you expect. You can play with a buddy who always kicks your ass, or you can play a CPU opponent. Online mode is where it's at though. That's where I spent most of my time. I love playing ranked matches and testing my combos and abilities against other players. In ranked mode, you can also level up your characters and your player level, which determines your rank in the leaderboards. And honestly, this system kept me hooked. Other than that, you have your typical casual matches and whatnot. Now, let's talk about the gameplay. The gameplay is basically like any other 3 vs 3 tag fighting game like Dragon Ball Z Fighters or Marvel vs Capcom 3. Except this one is way more accessible to newcomers and is very easy to get into. You have your light medium attacks and heavy attacks with your specials, and you can chain attacks together for combos and end with the special attack if your special meter is filled up to do a lot of damage to your opponents. You can also press the R1 or L1 buttons to call in assists from your other team members in your party, or to swap out a character for another in order to handle a difficult character who your first character had trouble dealing with, or call in assist to keep the combo going and to cause the health meter of your opponents to go down significantly. Now, what's unique about this game is the Megazord meter, which fills up as you play or take damage, and once filled, you can press both the L1 and R1 assist buttons to summon your choice of Megazord to jump in and help you out. Do you use it now or save it for later? That's the real question here. You can also do a special block counter with the Megazord if you have at least the bar filled up to help as well, and is very useful at given times during an intense match. I know I said that the game is easy to jump in and play, but it is also very difficult to master. The combo system in this game is free form, and if you want to juggle your enemies and become a competitive player, then you'll really have to spend time with this game, training and finding the best team which matches your playstyle. This game looks simple, but trust me, some of the combos I've seen players pull off in this game are amazing, and I didn't even know that the combo system was this deep. Now, I do wish that some of the character specials were outgoing and out there, but what's here is good. This creates for an awesome 3 vs 3 tag fighting game experience. This game runs at 60 frames per second locked, which is like any other fighting game due to their competitive nature. The online experience and connectivity when I was playing ranked mode were solid for the most part, and I never did experience any lag. There was one time where I won a fight and the connection was lost, but other than that, nothing to really complain about from my experience. It's very playable and the frame rate never felt like it dropped too much, and I didn't feel like tossing my controller at my wall due to a very bad lag which resulted in me losing. That occasion was rare with my experience. Now, let's talk about the playable characters because woo-wee! So, because I'm old school and only familiar with the OG characters, my go-to team consisted of Jason the Red Ranger, Tommy the Green Ranger, and Jen Scott's the Pink Time Force Ranger. Yeah, I had to switch it up with that last character because she's pretty cool. She's got double swords, just shanking everybody. Now, I need someone like that in my fighting team. She reminds me of a Jedi for some reason. She's using the Force, has to be. The story mode did make the other characters that I didn't know seem rather cool and interesting though. And once I spent time playing as other badass characters such as Trey, Lord Zed, and Dragon Armor Trini, I mean, just look at this character. So badass. Hell yeah, take it. Take it! Oh, whoa, sorry, my bad. I got carried away by the combos. This Dragon Trini armor guy really brings out the badass in me. So yeah, the character roster is solid in this game, and I think everyone will have a hard choice on picking who is their favorite character to play as. At least that's what I struggle with in every fighting game. I spend like 1 hour trying to pick a character. That's why nobody probably plays me, and I kind of realize this now. While on the topic of speaking about the characters, I wish that Rita Repulsa and her minions in the show were playable as well. But the characters that are in the game and part of the roster is amazing, so that's a plus. The graphics do feel like they could be a bit better here and does give off an indie game vibe, but other than that, what's presented here is good, and the character animations when doing combos looks very stylish and feels amazing to land on your opponents. One thing I wish they did better with though is the character intros and outros when starting and finishing a match, as it does feel bare bones here, but I'm glad that at least with this version of the game we have them, even though it's a bare bones attempt. Some of the menus could look better as well, besides the main hub menu, which takes you to all of the other game modes. The story mode cutscenes are well crafted in my opinion, and it reminded me of Sly Cooper. That game had amazing drawn out animated cutscenes which made you feel like you were watching an amazing cartoon show, which is how this game's story mode cutscenes made me feel as well, and the voice acting is very well done in my opinion, and it sounds exactly like the TV show.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I just fought myself?
We have a situation.
I didn't dig the cookie cutout images with text box style for the cutscenes though. I mean, maybe if they just put in a little bit more effort into it and made it pop out a bit like a Persona game, then maybe I would have enjoyed these sections more, but it's a very minor gripe and doesn't affect the overall enjoyment I got from watching other characters talk to each other before a fight. The soundtrack to this game is very mediocre in my opinion. I do love the original Power Rangers theme here, but they could have done better as I can't even remember the soundtrack in general besides the main Power Rangers theme, which is really upsetting. I had a mighty good morphin solid time with this game, and it brought me back to my childhood, and even I started rewatching the original show thanks to this game. Seeing Tommy and Jason in a Power Rangers fighting game put a huge smile on my face, and I was really shocked on how surprisingly fun this game is. However, I have a job to do. I have to get off the nostalgia train from the past and look at this through a consumer's perspective who isn't into Power Rangers that much and just wants to know if this is a good fighting game to purchase with their hard-earned cash. This is a solid fighting game experience. However, I can't recommend it over all of the other fighting 3 vs 3 tag team fighting games out there. I have to account that this game is being charged at $60 in Canadian currency for the new Super Deluxe Edition, and with that in mind, I would still say that the other fighting games like Dragon Ball FighterZ and Marvel vs Capcom 3 are still the pinnacle of this series, not including the new Guilty Gear Strive game which has just released. And so I do believe that if you are going to pay full price for Power Rangers Battle for the Grid Super Edition, only do so if you are a huge fan of the series, otherwise wait for a price drop and save your money. For people who are more into story-driven games, even though I did praise the story mode earlier, it is rather short and doesn't justify buying the game just for the story mode at full price. There should have been more modes to make this game feel really unique, and different unlockable skins with different color variations for each character so that the game felt more rewarding and so that you could add your own personal touch to your own favorite team members. But oh well. One flaw I did hear about this game is that the weapons look like toys. However, I think they are just trying to stay faithful to the TV shows, as the weapons do look like toys in the shows as well. With all that said, when it comes down to just the gameplay and fighting mechanics, this game delivers and is very solid, and I will be playing this game for a very long time, and I think this game deserves more credit where it's due. Experiencing the different characters and combos and having fun in online ranked matches, I had a blast. I wish the price wasn't so high for this game, and I know that when the vanilla version for this game came out, it was very bare bones, but with the Super Deluxe Edition, it adds all of the DLC characters including Ryu and Chun-Li, which is amazing, and they fit in extremely well within this universe and are amazing to play as. Damn, Chun-Li is top tier for sure. Street Fighter vs Power Rangers, anyone? Yeah? Yeah? Please, gaming gods, make this happen. Anyways, with that said, I'm going to score this game a 7.8 out of 10. It's a super fun 3 vs 3 tag team fighting game, and I had tons of fun with it, but nostalgia aside, I wish this game did have more to offer in terms of game modes besides the story mode and online ranked matches, like if they added a challenge mode or something brand new or super fun to the experience. But what I got was more than I was expecting, and I urge any and every Power Rangers fan to check this game out. Even gamers who love competitive fighting games shouldn't sleep on this one. If they have the spare change to do so, then yeah, put it towards this game, but if not, just wait for a price drop. Either way, you can't go wrong, and I commend the developers and thank them for creating this amazing experience. Thank you all so much. I hope this game continues to grow with more DLC hopefully down the line, and I wish that it wasn't so slept on, but yeah, that's my thoughts on Power Rangers Battle for the Grid Super Deluxe Edition. I hope this video helped, and thanks for everyone who made it to the end of this video with their morphers intact. Please don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'll catch you guys on the next episode of Roguespirit Reviews. Also, let me know what you thought about this game in the comment section, or if you're interested to check it out. Let me know. Have a great one, everyone. Cheers, and thanks for watching.
Better luck next time.